Welcome and hello everybody, back to episode 5 of the Dark Souls 3 Let's Play. Thank you all for tuning in, and of course today we're going to be taking on the Cathedral of the Deep, and we're going to go ahead and knock out ourselves some of the Abyss Watchers as well. I hope you guys are having a really good week. It's been E3 extravaganza. If you guys have been following us, we've been doing pretty much impressions on every major conference there's been except Ubisoft and Nintendo. And I just got done watching Nintendo earlier, just a few moments ago actually. And while it wasn't the best, I will say that Hollow Knight releasing today, or at least the day they did the conference, was pretty cool. I've been really excited for that game. And I've been wanting it to come to the Switch for a while now. And we're finally getting a solid release date. We're going to go ahead and go down here and grab this Undead Bone Shard real quick. And grab these large souls. Nope, not the repair powder. I don't need none of that. I'm actually curious as to why that's in this game when you really don't have to repair your weapons. Thought it was always kind of odd. But yeah, since we're going to be taking on this area... Oh no. Grave Warden. These guys can be really deadly. And I have leeches on me, which are caused by those weird looking enemies over there. And that's constantly building up a bleed meter, which is that purple meter you see right now. But not only that, those Grave Wardens contribute to that when they hit me. And that hurts as well. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just make a quick run through to the Cathedral and take out one of the easiest bosses in the game. And I say that now, and watch me die to him. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I'm going to kick that shortcut down in case I need it. And actually, there is a cool way to get these off. You can kind of see them on my body too, kind of squirming around. Looking pretty nasty. But you can actually use a torch and they'll fall off on you. But unfortunately, I don't have one of those. Do I have a dagger? I hope I have a dagger. I don't have a dagger. Oh, crap. You can use a dagger, the dagger's weapon art, to get through this really murky area. I may have mentioned that on this, on the last episode with the poison swamps. But there's nothing in this area I need. There's no essential upgradable things, such as shards of any kind. So we're just going to kind of just run through it all. And this is somewhat tricky and risky because of stuff like this. Let's go ahead and get that heal up. And I just got hit. I got hit with an Undead Hunter Charm just now. That's that fog you see around me. Now I can't heal or use an Ember, which is not in the position I want to be. But thank God for iframes because... Let me open this door up. Those explodey boys are going to help take out a good chunk of the Grave Watcher's health. But we're going to go ahead and get back here and we'll pop an Ember real quick. Does not help when my bleed meter is building up that high. Ooh, and there goes the blood loss. You guys can see a chunk of my health is just now gone. So, these guys are super annoying when they're together, but if you could stagger one, get them off pretty well, then not exactly the hardest. And done. Ooh, did you drop your twin blades? Nope, you dropped your Grave Warden wrap. Unfortunately. The twin blades used to be really strong because of the bleed mechanic that was nerfed in the game. And you used to be able to deal some massive damage real quick with bosses and such. But unfortunately, from what I read, they've nerfed that. You can still kind of do it if you get the hollow gem and you get to your hollowing like we are now. And then you use Carthus Rouge, which is the bleed buffer on your weapon. But unfortunately... I actually tried that. It didn't work that great. It didn't work any better than the setup we're doing now. Which is unfortunate. I'm always looking for interesting things to do in this game, in terms of building wise. You know, yeah, you know what? Let's make a trip back to Firelink. I'll buy a dagger, and then we can use that Undead Bone Shard as well. But yeah, for those that have been tuning into E3, what have you all thought about it? You guys have kind of gotten our impressions from mine and bread at least. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought everything worked out really well. Let down here and there from a couple of games I was hoping to have announced, but we didn't get, such as Animal Crossing on the Switch. But I'm just going to buy a simple dagger. Let me see if it's going to cause me to fat roll. It probably will. Nope, actually it won't. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and burn that undead bone shard and get back to it. But speaking of Dark Souls 3, while I play Dark Souls 3, Brett and I have talked about it, and I think you guys may have caught some of it, is that we are actually going to go ahead and do the full play. And I think it's going to be on Saturday. And what I'm curious about, and I'm not sure really how we're going to do it, because originally I had it my idea that, or in my mind, that we were going to do it here at my place. But then I also thought about the setup we've been using for Twitch streaming for the conferences and such for E3 was actually not a bad setup to do this at. So we may do the full play at his place, but I'm also kind of curious if I'll upload that to YouTube or not, because it's gonna almost mimic this exact playthrough. Like it's gonna be very, very close to this playthrough. So I'm kind of hesitant in a way. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and recover real quick and jump over that hand that time. Let this guy run on in here so I don't get ambushed. But yeah, I'm curious as to if that's something we'll upload on YouTube. It's going to be interesting to do so just because of how long it's going to be. Probably around 5 hours to 6 hours, I would think. But we'll have to kind of see on that. Let's tear this mimic up. Come on. Okay, I'll stagger you then. Or no, just kill you. Cool. That works too. Move. He drops, I'm pretty sure it's like a dark miracle, I think. Okay, come on now. Come on, fall down. That's fine. And you'll drop down to save your buddy. That didn't work out too well, now did it? We have a Cathedral Knight here. We can tear up real quick. And he'll tear us up as well if we let him. I think it's impossible. Oh, and those little miracles that fall on the ground hurt too. Are you healing? No, sir. You can't do that to me. Oh, I thought I saw him drop something. You know, when I'm doing like a heavy build in terms of like lots of vitality and like great swords, I love the Cathedral Knight armor. I think it looks really cool. This is a potentially dangerous enemy to do right now. When you're on your normal playthrough, of course. But not with us. Those guys can curse you. And for those that don't know, curse is an instant kill in this game if you let the meter expand all the way full. We're also going to get invaded by a NPC here in just a moment. I might as well. Okay, yep, come on. Come on, Thrall. Good old Longfinger Kirk. Part of the Rosaria's Fingers Covenant. That's a covenant in the game that allows you to respec your stats. You can kind of see them on over there. This is the reason I got the dagger, though. Oh, wait. There we go. So instead of having to move at this pace or fat roll through this stuff, we could just slide on through. But we need him to come over here so we can tear him up. Which, interestingly enough, his armor could tear us up. Come on. You didn't get your dagger, did you? You forgot it. There you go. He has the Armor of Thorns, which is interesting. There was a viral Dark Souls 3 video not too long after release made by a pretty famous Dark Souls YouTuber named Iron Pineapple. And that armor does damage to you, albeit a small amount of damage if you roll into people. And they pretty much would co-op with 4 people and would kind of trick people into like coming into their world, just messing them up with that armor set. And it's actually hilarious. But we're going to scoot on over. We're going to boot scoot on over to this giant right here. Killing him results in a large Titanite shard. And we need 4 more of those. And this was the two giants I was talking about. We're going to farm earlier in episode 4. And then the other Titanite shards come fairly easily. They're going to be in an area we're going to go into at the next part of the game, which is Smoldering Lake. Because I think next episode we'll take on Smoldering Lake. And we'll take on... oop, I got to double-hand it. We'll take on Smoldering Lake, and we'll take on... What is that place with Wolnir called? The Catacombs. Karthus Catacombs. So we're going to grab that armor set there. Not really worth anything for us in terms of fashion, but we can sell it for some extra souls. That armor set's worth a lot more than most armor sets in the game are. Don't judge me right now, by the way. This is a judge-free zone. You can't judge me while moving like that. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to get over here fast enough, but... Are you serious? That whole entire animation process just reminded me of something of like a cartoon. Okay, we'll top ourselves off real quick. We'll go take out this other dragon. While I'm thinking about it, we're going to go ahead and grab those 2 alluring skulls, harkening all the way back to the second episode where I said we're going to use those for a boss fight, and this is the boss fight. But we'll go ahead and do that for just some extra comical damage, because we really don't need much damage on this boss fight, but we'll get it done pretty fast. This area, like, I kind of mentioned this before too, is that this game isn't exactly long if you know how it works and you know where to go. Like, if you were to fully explore this area, it would take probably double the amount of time this video is going to be. But the bosses drop an item that we'll need to get into a later area. And for what you guys are seeing here, the later area of the game really opens up the difficulty. It's going to be a little bit more challenging. It's not going to be insanely rough, but it's going to be a little bit of a increase in difficulty. And there's the full drain set and stuff over here too, which is what a lot of people call the Jon Snow set, because it looks very reminiscent of Jon Snow's armor in Game of Thrones, for those that don't watch. And that was the Pale Tongue. That is what you need to respec yourself. As I said earlier, Rosaria's Fingers. You can respec here in this area. And that is an item you need. You can only do it 5 times per playthrough, but I don't know why you would want to do it really even anymore. We did get another ring to equip too. Lloyd's sword ring. And we'll unequip our dagger to make sure we're not fat rolling. And we are good to go. I got 3 charcoal pine bundles. Those do not last a lot. But here we go. Boss fight of the area, Deacons of the Deep. Looks incredibly intimidating based off of how many enemies are in one area. But as you guys can see, just like butter. And the real boss fight really hasn't even begun yet. Really easy. And if I was playing online, there's actually messages. I've always seen them in front of this boss fight. I don't think I've ever not seen them. But they're hilarious messages in beforehand. It's like, be wary of tough enemy. Sometimes it's making fun of how easy the enemy actually is. But what you could do here is to make this fight even easier. So throw an alluring skull. Get all of them to go over there and look at that while you go over here and you just wreck the boss. And boss is dead. The boss is dead. That quick. Actually, I think the next boss is a little bit more challenging for me, which is the Abyss Watchers, which we'll go take care of right now real quick. We're going to level ourselves up. I think I need to top off my Vigor to 27, and then I'll just go ahead and put the rest in Dex for now until I get to 40. And then once we hit 40 Dex, I think we'll get to 30 Endurance. I think Dex is soft cap. Okay, yeah, I'm at 22 Vigor. I need to be much more than that. But I think Dex's soft cap is like 40, but I think it opens back up around 50 and goes until 60. Somebody might want to correct me on that, but that is what I remember. It being? So I could be wrong. Where's that armor set at? The good news is, though, that dagger is actually going to come in useful here in just a moment. We're going to be going back to Fair and Keep area. I have those equipped. I do not need the Aldrich's Sapphire. So we're good. Okay, so I don't need him. I think it's just time to level up and go back to Fair and Keep, right? I don't think we have anything else to really worry about. Okay, so I'll do 27, and yeah, we'll go ahead and get this to 30. 30 to 40. I gotta have to go or judge as I go. Get those off our hotbar. Might as well equip an Ember and a Homeward Bone. Okay, just checking. I don't know why that's almost become a habit for me to check. Keep runs. There we go. And as you guys know, last episode we extinguished 2 of the towers that have flames on top. We only have 1 more left, so we're going to go take care of that. And then the episode opens up to a little bit of the... you know what? We're only about 16 minutes in right now. We could make this a longer episode and just take out everything up until Irithyll Valley. But we have to extinguish the last flame. And... oop, wrong one. Oh, I forgot I de-equipped my dagger. I am curious, though. Should we go for one all the way until then? Because the Carthus Catacombs are a fairly quick area to get through. Smoldering Lake is on par, about as just as quick. Don't judge me. Have to avoid this ugly guy. No, you know what? Nope, we'll just run past him. Those guys gave me so much grief the very first time I played in this area. They are ridiculous. And I may get invaded by Heisel here. I can't be too sure. Oh yeah, and something else one of our good friends, Josh, pointed out to me. Something I've never really paid attention to is that there's murals right here above these flames. And you can kind of see them standing there. And he said that's Gwen's family on this one. I've never noticed that. I am fat rolling. Okay, we can get that off there for now. But yeah, I've never noticed that. Apparently, Nito was on the first one, and then, oh, I can't think of her name. Irithyll, the witch, was on the second one. So that's interesting. Yeah, I think it depends on how long I can get through this boss. If I can melt him without problems, we probably can do a good chunk of this and knock out almost the first half of the game, really. Irithyll of Boreal Valley is a very short area as well, since there's not much there for us except a couple large Titanite shards, but I don't know if by then we'll need them or not. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. I think we'll be fine with that. I hope you guys enjoy the longer kind of games, or the longer videos. I hope that I'm not messing with anybody's time in that kind of sense. We're going to let those Dark Wraiths walk a little bit farther. I was just playing some Dark Souls 1 Remastered earlier, and in the New Rondo Ruins area. And love that area. Favorite area in the game. And that's heavy sarcasm. But, yeah, I hate that area so much. And the Dark Wraiths are really annoying. But we'll light this bonfire right here, just as a little means to a shortcut. In a weird sense, I think it's about as quick as just a run. Interesting. So I've completed the hollow transition, so I'm level 15 in hollowing, or I'm a little bit higher now with deaths and such. And I had to kind of, you know, do 15 more deaths because I didn't activate Yol the first time. But that Londor Paleshade, he can be summoned for the Pontiff Sullivan fight. But if you don't complete the hollowing quests with Yol, and you let him die before you get to Irithyll of Boreal Valley, or I think he immediately dies if you get to Irithyll of Boreal Valley anyways. Oh, come on now. Don't do this. Fantastic. Going into a boss fight poisoned is always the best time to go into a boss fight. But, yeah, he actually is aggressive to you, and he'll start attacking you as you get to the second part of Irithyll of Boreal Valley, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so here we go. I think, you know what? Out of habit, I skipped that cutscene. I'm sorry for that if you're interested in that cutscene. And then it's one of those, it's a good boss cutscene too. So I apologize. Maybe this being a longer episode will make up for it just a tad. I guess I could have backstabbed him at that point. Like that. Yep, get him on in there. So, the Abyss Watchers is kind of cool from a lore perspective. And as you guys can notice, more and more Abyss Watchers are awakening, quote unquote, to take on the real one. Or I don't know if that's the real one, to be honest, but the first time I saw this boss fight, I was actually in awe. And you can actually just let them fight each other if you really, really wanted to. But I'm worried about that rogue one there. Because I think that the one I've targeted is the actual boss that does boss damage. Or that does the damage to the boss's bar. It is. Okay. But yeah, if you let them gang up on you like that, it could be nuts. Okay. Crap. I was trying to eat a purple moss clump real quick. And I just skipped that stupid cutscene. Oh, man. I hope you guys don't hate me. We'll top ourselves off just to get that Lloyd's sword ring bonus. Not that it matters, because I got hit there, but... And I forgot the reach of that stupid aerial attack he just did. 2, 3... See, what I like about the Astora Greatsword is that these guys, I mentioned in like episode 1, that when you get that, it's like press R2 to win. This guy right here is the prime example of that Astora Greatsword's power. Oh no. Concentrate just a little bit harder. Oh, you did not. But anyways, yeah, so like with the Astora Greatsword, you can literally hold down R1, charge it up and hit him, and he will fly back and land on his back. You could just run over there and repeat that. You can essentially stun lock that boss. Pretty hilarious. I don't think it's really enough point right now to go level up. I don't foresee me dying at all in this next part. Come on. There we go. But yeah, here we go. The Catacombs of Carthus. Somewhat intricate area if you are fully exploring it, and can be kind of overwhelming with its its layout. Oh wait, wrong one. Haha. And I missed anyways. But yeah, like this area, but it's ooh, nope. This area is somewhat difficult to navigate, but it's the next area that it leads into, the Smoldering Lake, is even worse. Kill this guy real quick. Because if you kill him, that will bust open, and you get this. But yeah, like this area here isn't that bad. It can be kind of annoying, especially with the skeletons that throw the jars at you, and then they have those little spirits come out. Those are super annoying to deal with. Trigger that trap right there, maybe hurt him a little. But oh, those right there! I didn't mean to roll into those jars. These rats aren't a big problem. Oh, is he following me too? Okay, y'all just follow me up here. Come on. Follow me on up here. Y'all following? Easy peasy. I can just go ahead and take you out as you wake up. Or not. Since my weapon likes to hit the ground. Oh no! Ha 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 ha! We're gonna grab this large Titanite shard here. And get the bonfire. That's on the other side of the gate that we picked up the undead bone shard. There is another large Titanite in this area we're going to grab real quick. But this area really doesn't have much for us. Smoldering Lake, which we'll go to before Wolnir, has 2 Undead Bone Shards and has an Estus Shard for us. Oh, okay. I for some reason thought it was down there. No problemo though. It didn't hit me with its full damage, which is massive, like half my health bar, if not more. You okay there? Okay. I see that other rat there. Okay, come on. There we go. Waiting for that attack so I can stun lock. But then the rat biting at my ankles. Okay. Thought it might prove problematic. Go through this illusionary wall here. And the Grave Warden's Ashes. I forget what this thing gives us in the shrine. Handmaiden. In her inventory. Come on now. Okay. But I do remember it being useful for one class I had, maybe Pyromancies. And I know that guy's going to revive, so we're going to go ahead and give him the wake up he deserves and finally kill him to grab this large Titanite Shard. And there might be more large Titanite Shards in this area, to be fair. That's the one I know of off the top of my head. And Smoldering Lake is going to give us quite a lot too. Oh, did you drop me some Kukiris? You sure did. Or Kukris, I guess. We don't need this Crystal Lizard because he just gives us Fire Gem. And ends up killing himself most of the time anyways. There's a spot like right here, I think, in which he'll fall through the map and just die. But, oh. Wow. Yep, that was bad. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is like the difference in Dark Souls. You could be an inch away and do something like this to kill somebody. Or it could be a very well death. But we're going to grab this soul here. Undo the shortcut in case... Oh, okay. Going to grab this shortcut here in case anybody tries to mess with me. Or, you know, shenanigans happen. You just saw earlier. That could have very well been me. But if you strike this bridge... Here come all the bony boys. But if you strike this bridge, it makes a ladder. And I don't think I found out about this place until after I beat Aldrich in this game. But something fun you can do. We have another big old fire demon there. But something that I like to do. And it's really comical if you can get it to work. It's actually a little bit more dangerous than just going down there and fighting the fire demon itself. But if you attack that mimic, he'll go down there and fight the fire demon for you. Not do a very good job of it, but tell me that's not comical. We'll drop down. He drops the Chaos Blade, I think, or the Dark Blade. I know it's one of the two. But this demon right here means I'm not trying to target on you, skeleton. Oh no. 1,000 damage to them. Absolutely nuts. The Black Blade. Okay. Like I said, completely different wrong names, but whatever. I think I said Chaos Blade or Dark Blade, but Black Blade. That works. We're going to drop down here and grab large Titanite Shard here and a soul over here. And book it to the bonfire. These skeleton boys can be quite the fight to pick. Don't walk through that threshold. Well, no, see, I gotta kill you. Looky there. You could have just stayed dead. Oh, I can't use the bonfire because you're gonna wake up. You could have just stayed dead. Like, why'd you have to do this to yourself? I gotta kill you again. Ain't it sad? Okay. Man, the title for this video is gonna be sloppy. I don't know how I'm gonna title the video. But we have a smoldering lake here. We're going to do some cheesing here in a moment. We're going to grab these undead. What do I mean undead? These large titanite shards that are scattered out. We have a giant ballista firing at us that is controlled by what I think is those Carthage knights or whatever they are. Okay, I went on the audio cue to hear it fire. There it goes. Oh, and I jumped like a second too late. Okay. But see this big ol' crazy looking snake thing? Really intimidating looking, isn't it? Yeah, it can deal massive amounts of damage to you. But... oh wait, that's not the tree. I keep thinking for some reason there's a gap in that tree, and it's a tree over here I'm thinking of. Let's outrun this lightning attack. And let's run this way. Alrighty, and all you have to do is just stand right here. The ballista is still going to fire at you, and it's going to do damage to that snake thingy instead of you. So you kind of just have to wait here for a couple of moments, and it'll kill the snake thingy, granting you an undead bone shard. And like 6,000 souls, I think. Something that I feel like it should give you way more souls than what it does. But I like going through this area because there is a boss fight in the door behind me. Right over there. But it's actually an area that's purely for upgradable materials and souls. Because you're going to get souls from this guy. You're going to get souls from the fire demon we just killed a second ago. From the boss we're going to fight. And then we're going to get 2 undead bone shards and a Estus shard. So it really helps prepare you for the area after Wolnir. And Wolnir himself, super easy of a boss. Like the last 2 bosses, or I say 2, because of Abyss Watchers. But other than that, like, you have the Deacons of the Deep, and then you have Wolnir, 2 really kind of pushover bosses. But then after that, we had Abyss Watchers, and then Pontiff Sullivan, which aren't exactly pushover bosses. At least with this build, from what I can tell, because Abyss Watchers is honestly easier than Deacons of the Deep when you have an Astora Greatsword. But I digress. Our Zappy boy is almost dead, so not much more waiting. But yeah, like I said, in Irithyll Boreal Valley, one of the most beautiful areas in the game, that is where the difficulty seems to spike just a tad in terms of bosses and some enemy placements. There we go. Lightning Stake and Undead Bone Shard. Oh, come on. But, yeah, so this area kind of just helps prepare you for that, just to make it a little bit easier. Aldrich on this build is insanely easy, but on any other build, Greatsword build or whatever, he can be really difficult. I'm going to go ahead and rest, because this can very well kill me if done a little sloppy, which is what we're going to do. And this area was what I was talking about in my least favorite area of the game, because it is almost exactly the same as the Irithyll, not Irithyll. Okay, and these guys are beefy too. But it's almost the same as Chalice dungeons to me. Like, it's easy to get lost in a way. Everything looks the same, especially coming from the catacombs. This is basically just catacombs with fiery roots coming out of everything. So this is the somewhat risky part here, though. Make a run and run and run, and those things stagger, so they're super annoying. Yeah, that guy didn't sound okay. But another Undead Bone Shard. Well, now we can book it out of here. I'm going to do a heal. Those little fire orbs are actually controlled by those fire mages. I don't know what they're called either, but if you kill those things go away. And now this is where I get lost, because I know this is illusionary wall in front of me, but it leads, come on now, it leads to a Black Knight in there who will actually take care of these grooves for you if you lure him in there. But then if you let him, he'll take care of you as well. And these guys are really easy to farm for Titanite shards as well, if you ever need them for any reason. If you picked up the Dreams Chaser ashes like I did, you could just buy them. So in reality, it's kind of a weird design choice to have them here. Okay, Grooves, come on. Stop with that. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There we go. I see you taking a nap. Sleeping on the job. Don't worry. We've all done it. We've all done it just a little bit. Okay, so let me get my bearings straight. Ember. Okay. Didn't think that was an illusionary wall, but I know there is one we're going to have to go through here in just a moment. And let me see. Like I said, very reminiscent to me of... Oh, here we go. Of Chalice Dungeons. But yeah, before we aggro him, let's go ahead and rest. And then go to this side of the room so we can break that illusionary wall open I was just talking about. And then over here, Estus Shard. So like I said, plenty of upgradables in this area. Worth going to if you're just going to do what I'm doing and run through it. And then take the boss on. Which is what we're going to do now. But other than that, not my favorite area of the game by any means. Demon Ruins. There we go. Because you can technically also like go all the way up to where that ballista is that's firing at you. And turn it off. But at the point that you... Like if you kill the snake... And you take out this boss, then there's almost no point in this area to me. Like I feel like it's pretty much just not worthy. I'm going to go ahead and summon Great Swamp Lady. We can get her to help us out. We don't need any help. If anything, it's going to help him out, since, you know, summoning makes their HP pool just a little bit bigger. But it provides a great distraction for the old Demon King to take out, and not me. Because he could deal out some damage real quick, like that. Might have went into this fight just a little too cocky. I did. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to summon Great Swamp Lady. That makes his HP pool ridiculous compared to what it normally is. And compared to the amount of damage I normally do. So we're not going to worry about her. I just know that if you come to this area as a pyromancer, which is almost an area you want to go to, it's ridiculously hard to kill him. I think at that point I was just killing him with like a raw broadsword, because obviously my pyromancies and stuff wouldn't do anything to him. Let's get that big old soul spool we have though, because we need that. I'll take damage to get that. If I have to die to get that again, that is something I'm going to do. There we go. That's a couple levels at our level, so we need that. There we go. Oh, nope. Okay. I don't think I've ever successfully evaded that attack until now, so I'm making world record moves on this stream. Come on, some of your little fireballs. Okay. And now dodge over that. There we go. This is what I was wanting him to do. Because he's going to summon some fireballs down, which do some damage, but that little... Yeah. Can't even tell what's going on at this point. Just RNG red screen. But yeah, like when he does that move to summon fireballs, he's pretty idle. Oh, I forgot about that attack. I'm glad I was healed up. But yeah, got him. But yeah, he's idle for a good 8 seconds, so that can be a good old window. But Smoldering Lake, put a check mark next to that location on this Let's Play because we are done here. We're done. Thank God. So yeah, after right about as I take out Wolnir, I think we'll be right at almost, let's see, because the time I'm currently looking at is different than the time that it's actually going to be. So I'm trying to figure out what it will actually turn out to be as, but it'll be just a little bit under an hour, so that's still not bad. Okay, so let's upgrade our Estus shards, or our Estus flask real quick. Is that plus 10? Yep. 5 more left. And let's level ourselves up quite a lot. No strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And we're gonna We're gonna burn both of our undead bone shards to get to plus 5. Oh, we're at 11. I should have realized that. It does not reload. So 4 more left. 3. Don't remember picking up 3. Or did I only do that twice? I can't remember at this point. Not that I'm going to dwell on it either. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and go run straight to the boss. We're going to not worry about good old summon guy with the Fug's Greatsword. The Fume Ultra Greatsword. Just going to run right on past him. And take out Wolnir. Let's see if I can outrun this boulder. Okay, cool, I can. I just gotta make sure I jump. Bye-bye. Pick up this ember here. Sorig, okay. I could not think of his name. I was sitting here contemplating on it, and those moments of silence on what his name was. But we're going to go ahead and break the bridge again so our bony boys will fall. It only ever gets like 2 before they all just nope out and say, nope, we're not that dumb. And we're going to touch the No Touchy Cup. And I'll actually let this cutscene play. Alrighty. So we are here in the spooky town. Not really spooky, but... Or not really a town, but... We have High Lord Wolnir here. Fairly easy boss fight. Could take you a little bit to figure out at first. He throws up this black fog crap that is really deadly. If you get caught in that, you're pretty much a goner. Without doubt. If you get too close to his torso as well, he'll do it again, and you are pretty much dead, without doubt. Oh, I guess I should have leveled up my weapon while I was there. Don't know what I was thinking. But this is what we're after, his bling bling. Come on. And you want to destroy his right hand bracelet first. If you do not destroy his right hand bracelet first, he will go into this really annoying phase in which he pulls a blade out of the ground. And when he does that, you cannot get to his left hand at all. He's going to throw up again. Come on. But yeah, if he does that attack where he's pulling the sword up out of the ground constantly. This may actually hurt me. Nope. But he'll just repeat that. So you have such a long window to actually get. Come on now. And now he's gonna throw up again? Oh my gosh. Outrun the fog. I think we can take some now. Oh, yep. Let me see your bracelets. Okay. Yeah, he's by far my least favorite boss in this game. Just annoying to fight against. And now that we've wasted so much time, since he won't give me his bracelets, I think he's going to instantly kill me. Okay, we might have to just take out his bracelets however we want. Because now he's going to throw up and it's just going to be... There we go. Knocked him back some. Oh, come on! Stop moving. Okay, one more left. No, I'm getting too close to him now. Oh, nope. Right in front of me. This boss fight is like a greedy check. You cannot get greedy in this boss fight. There we go. And that shiny over there is a pyromancy. That's why I haven't picked it up yet. Not really worried about it. But as you guys can see how easy he was to beat. And how annoying he was to beat. Alrighty. So like every episode, we're going to end it here in just a moment. We're going to get ourselves back to Firelink and upgrade our weapon. Plus one more, I think. And then that'll be it. But behold, a beautiful sight. One of the most beautiful sights in the entire game. I've seen wallpapers made out of this. I've seen this being promoted, or this game being promoted with that as, you know, the art to be promoted with. A seriously stunning, you know, visual environment to be sure to be had. I don't know why I can't talk. I'm smitten, I guess. Just smitten with the art in this game. But alrighty, so let's go ahead and sell his soul, which is actually going to be cheaper than the past few souls we sold. Okay, reinforce. And now I'm going to need some chunks. And those chunks come fairly easy as well. And put the rest in decks. But yeah, those chunks we're going to get in the next episode. For sure, because there's an area where they just give you chunks upon chunks. Slab, on the other hand, that's going to be the hard one to come by. But I think we'll just call it a wrap there. For those that are really interested in my stat sheet, there we go. Looking pretty good for where we are in the game, I think. And next episode, we'll take on a special hidden area. Not really hidden, but a secret area. I don't want to spoil, in case you've never played this game and you're coming from Dark Souls 1. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But I appreciate you guys checking this video out. Staying with me for the full-on Let's Play if you've been here since day one. If not, go back and check out all the rest of them. Get yourself some delicious context. And leave a like on this video if you guys are enjoying it. That is something that's just showing me feedback that doing stuff like this is something that you guys are enjoying me doing. And you know, it's extra content for the channel, and I think you guys want that, and I think you guys want to see more of me and Brett outside of Triangle Squared, and something like this is fun while we're doing so. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in with me this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.